Hello, how you doing? Welcome back to our weekly shipping video. This is where we showcase all the guitars that have been built this week, our custom guitars, and they'll be shipped out this week as well. So I usually do the quality checking, so I'm the last person to see it, so if there's something wrong, it wasn't me. Unfortunately, Alistair's not doing too well today, so he's asked me to stand in. I don't know if he'll regret this. I don't know. Let's find out. So up first, we've got Reed in Ontario, and he's gone for a wonderful Solace. And the veneer on the Solace is a spalted chain with a blue tint over the top. Absolutely gorgeous. And it's got the Celtic vines with the leaves. And the pickup system on this beauty is a K&K underbody pickup and the Ghost piezo system. The Ghost and the K&K work brilliantly together, and also if you are into doing any loops or anything, the K&K is great for a bit of percussion, especially on this big beast. Sounds absolutely beautiful. Okay, next we have Wolfgang going to Spain. Wolfgang has ordered this wonderful uke, the Synergy uke. Hermosa Guitarra, I think is what you say. Correct me if I'm wrong. So this beautiful uke has gone out to Spain, and this is one of my favorites. The uke is once you start to understand it, it's a really lovely instrument to play. It's definitely a great one for songwriting. I have it sitting beside the desk, and it's actually one of the hardest guitars for me to put down when I'm doing a quality check on it. But I'm just going to plug it in and show you, or let you hear how it sounds plugged in. I'm in no ways a uke player or a harp player, but I do mess around. So here, I'll give you a little tester. Oh. So the tenor neck is lovely. So that's just the tenor neck on, but then we've got these lovely subs as well we can add into the mix, and the tune of the subs is F, G, A, C, and the tenor is G, C, E, A. But here's a combination of the subs with the tenor. And as you can tell, it's like, with the sound of that, it's just such a lovely instrument to play. Especially when you start to get your head around it. I mean, I'm still trying to get my head around it, but when you do find that lovely tune, it's such a lovely guitar to play, a lovely instrument to play. So that's going to Wolfgang in Spain, Hermosa Guitarra. Up next we have Bill going to Washington, and he's ordered this lovely Amicus with the Pau Ferro top. Amicus is another one of those guitars that it's very difficult to put down. Probably going to say that about all these guitars, but another great songwriting tool. You know, I try to write a song a week in here. I'm using loads of different instruments, and as soon as I get the Amicus, it spurs that on a good bit. But it's a great guitar. It's almost like a mandolin, but not really a mandolin. As you can see, check out the videos of Davey K, really giving this a good go over. I wouldn't be on the same level as that man, so I'll not play this one, but there you go. Absolutely beautiful guitar going to Bill in Washington. Up next we have Mark going to Dorset. Mark has ordered this lovely X7 with a green quilted maple top. And the pickup system that Mark has ordered was the HyVibe. The HyVibe is actually becoming quite popular now with our customers, and rightly so. It's such a great pickup system, especially if you're just messing around in the house, because you don't really need an amp. It projects through the sound hole, coming through the actuators there. But you also have the ability to go through your different effects on the HyVibe, and you can go through reverb, you can go through delays, and you can also have the ability to loop. So you can loop and it all comes through here. You can also go through into an amp as well through your output. But where it really shines is going through the app. The HyVibe app is where, you can adjust it to your own settings, and especially when these are sent out, I just kind of set them to the same levels for everyone. But I would recommend going onto the app, and you can actually go through and edit each individual effects, which is a great bonus. You could, sometimes it's just a bit too high for you, and frequencies, you can take out some of the highs and that. But I'm going to show you a short video anyway, and just how to quickly do that. Okay, as I said, I was going to show you how to use the HyVibe app. So first of all, I'll connect the guitar via Bluetooth to the app. And now that I'm connected, I'll be faced with the all the effects on the app. So let's start off by modifying the EQ on the echo. The echo can go a bit crazy, and sometimes, depending on what model you're using, you might have to notch it or take some EQ out of it just to take that wildness of the echo out of the guitar. But it's all down to user preference as well. So first of all, you'll see at the bottom where it says echo, and at the bottom you'll see 3 dots. So if you select those 3 dots and then select modify, so this will open up a different page, and in here you can have a sustain killer, which is automatic. Usually that's set off, so if you want to switch that on, that will automatically EQ the sustain, so to stop it from just going crazy with the echo. And you can just do that by switching on, and then, or if you want to, you can just modify it yourself. You'll see a plus and minus where the wave signal is, and you can add and take away on there. So you can take away gain or add gain, or you can just simply use your finger to modify it up and down. If this doesn't sort your problem straight away, you can then go into the where it says delay at the very top. You can go on the default, and then you have the option to change the actual effect itself, the delay effect. So you get, it's 100% dry and wet at the moment, so it's 100% reverby. You can take that back a bit, or you can change the feedback or your high pass and your low pass filters, and time and BPM, how fast the delay lasts, etc. But you can also add an effect as well. On top of your effect, you can add another effect, and here you can put an equalizer on. So then you would select your equalizer, and in here you can see all your different frequencies. And if your guitar is specifically really going out of control on the highs, you can take your highs, or you can just mess about with it just for your own settings. Again, this is user preference, so what I may like might be completely different for you, or it could be different in a different room, with how the room affects the reverb coming out of the guitar. But that's basically it, really. You can do this for each individual effects on the actual HyVibe app, so you can go onto each and then you can modify it to your own preference. So yes, give it a go, and I'm looking forward to hearing the results. Thanks very much. So that is going to Mark in Dorset. Up next we have Sister Evelyn in Pennsylvania. Sister Evelyn has gone for the X10 Slim 12 string. The Slim is such a, the slimline body, and the curvature really sits in lovely. And you would think with a 12 strings it would be really weighty, but because it's such a thin body, it's just nice and light and versatile. One of the benefits of having the 12 strings is that we can put them on such a thin body, because carbon fiber, it doesn't really move much. It's such a sturdy, the stability of this guitar with a carbon fiber is a huge benefit for the 12 strings. There's no movement, there's nothing. It's just a strong, lovely guitar. So up next we have Mark in Oregon. Mark has went for the Virtuo with a Pal Ferro veneer. Virtuos are, again, another really versatile instrument. They're almost like a Swiss Army knife of guitars because there's so many different pickup systems and outputs. But I'm just going to show you, between each pickup system and how each one works. Another benefit for these is when I had them in the recording studio with me, I was able to send, all the different pickups to different amps. So then you have, the isolation of each pickup system, and so it makes it handier just to blend them which way you want. It's a huge benefit of these, but I'll just give it a quickly play. And so that's me just going into the jack socket, but you also can see here we've got the MIDI input. We'll not be showing you that today. We're just going to show you the piezos and the fluence pickups. So if I go to the back switch is my piezos, and the volume control of my piezo is the first knob you can see here. So that's the volume control, and we also have the ability for a darker kind of tone. So it just brings a bit more blend of the darker tones, your mids and your lows, into the mix. We also have now the switch to our fluence pickups. So you can flick this toggle up to our neck fluence, and then we flick back to our bridge fluence. A lot of people actually message in saying that their pickups don't look like they've been set up, but they do kind of look off, but that's because of how the pickups actually pick up off the strings. We tend to have the bridge fluence a lot higher. Actually, what I'd recommend is having the treble side set to 1.7 and the bass side set to 2. It kind of but just from doing these guitars a while, that seems to balance perfectly. And then basically I match the balance then off that onto your neck fluence. So it gives you a lovely combination and warmth between all the pickups. And it's always most people prefer to have your piezos as the main one to mix off. And then you can blast the other fluence pickups up through. And then you have your MIDI capabilities down here. So that's your volume control for your MIDI. And then you've got your hot rod. That's your pull push. And single coil, pull push. And control for those as well. So here's your piezo sound. And I'm going to flick up to my neck. And your volume. To my bridge. And they should be perfectly balanced when the guitar arrives with you. And then you can combine the two by putting your toggle switch to center. Such a lovely, versatile instrument. Okay, so that is going to Mark in Oregon. And up next we've got a lovely Virtuo going to Dean in Tyne & Wear in the UK. Dean has went for the purple quilted maple Virtuo, and he's went for the gold Celtic vines with the leaves. This is such a beautiful guitar. I was taken aback when they started bringing the purple into the guitars, working at the factory. and just it's a big eye popper when it comes through, especially when I seen it for the first time. So such a wonderful guitar. Going to Dean. Dean, enjoy that one. Up next, we've got Josh in California. Josh has gone for the X20 12 string, and it's a spalted chen in green, and it's got an element pickup system. Again, we can't stress more how the carbon fiber and the 12 string really work together, because the strength of the carbon fiber really holds a 12 string, so you don't have that much tuning issues and everything else that you get with wooden guitars. So that is one of the benefits of carbon fiber. So well done, Josh. Good luck with that one. So up next we have Roger going to California. Roger has ordered the X20 7 strings with the fan fret, and beautiful guitar. You know, you've got that lovely low B there, just to add some depth to your songwriting or your song playing, or the cover songs you'd be playing. So this is in our standard red carbon, and it's got the dot inlays as well. Absolutely stunning guitar. And last but not least, we have Russell going to Nevada. Russell has went for an X30 12 string. Such a wonderful instrument, you know, with this big body of the X30, coupled with the 12 string. It really has a big boomy sound. I'm just going to plug it in and let you hear this, but this comes with the Celtic knots as well, and the red vibrant weave. But I have to plug this one in because you'll get to hear the depth. I also want to explain that I'm not EQing any of this and just plugged it straight into the pickup, so you get to hear it out, how it is coming through the pickup system. Listen to that resonate. It's such a big body, carries those 12 strings and resonates perfectly. So yeah, that's the shipping video for today, and you know, I'd like to thank you for watching and checking out our guitars. You know, there's a lot of work that goes on these beauties, and it's great to be the final person to check and see these and play these guitars before they go out the door. So I'm not jealous one bit at all, and I hope you all enjoy your guitars. Thanks for watching.